Dr. Hilda Tadria is a renowned feminist who holds the view that women can do just about anything that a man can do. Having served in several international organizations as an advisor and consultant in gender and women's empowerment, Hilda wants to see women hold leadership positions.
One of the key concerns for me is, one, the perception of Uganda people to young women. Most people think young women in Uganda are the problem. They believe that when an older man has a relationship with a younger girl, it's the younger girl who is to blame. And so for me, as somebody who enjoyed university, free, who knows that you can perform at your best, for me, going to a university and being told, girl so-and-so didn't attend a class because boyfriend so-and-so wanted her to cook, that really upset me.
Together with Joanna Foster of Ghana and Bisi Adeli Fahimi of Nigeria, the African Women's Development Fund was formed. The body has helped hundreds of grassroots women all over Africa acquire grants to start up self-sustaining projects.
In 42 countries out of 53 countries in Africa, we've reached over 800 women's organizations, and we've raised we've reached almost 20 million. We have women in Soroti, we have women in Kampala, we have women all over actually. Some of the big organizations, I don't want to mention them in case they have objection, but some of the big organizations in Uganda, we have also accessed the funds because we believe that no matter how big you are, capacity is still an issue.
Hilda is also involved in capacity building and has trained many of the directors and CEOs of several corporate organizations in the country. The mother of two loves working with young girls to see them grow up into responsible and confident women who can stand up for their rights.
So I started this purely for mentoring and empowering girls and young women to know that you can have everything. But you have to have your own focus on yourself. What do you want to get from an education? What did the parents send a girl for education for? And believe me, I'm not blaming the girls, because you know what the girls are doing? They are doing exactly what they were taught. A good woman cooks.
She has taught them skills in integrity, and Hilda believes almost all the girls who have gone through her hands can take up leadership roles.
And I work with a lot of young girls, mainly to develop leadership, to develop a mentality that can choose for themselves. Decide, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, and do it at their best. If you meet a Mempro girl today, she'll tell you she is a leader, she'll tell you she's a feminist, she'll tell you she knows where she is going.
At her offices in Muyenga, Hilda takes up a motherly role and the girls are very close to her. In fact, the office space could be mistaken for a home environment, something very uncommon in most workplaces. Hilda is very passionate about human rights and believes everyone must enjoy his or her rights.
The whole environment that human rights activists work in has totally turned upside down for me. And I want to say that sometimes you get up to go to work and you keep saying, can I say this? Can I do that?
Dr. Hilda's greatest fear is that young girls do not have access to information about reproductive health, which is very important to their growth process.
One of the key challenges for young women in Uganda is access to information and services for reproductive health. And then suddenly, the environment turns, you can't talk about sexual reproductive health, information for young people. And then I start saying to myself, then what am I going to do? Uganda has the highest teenage pregnancy literally in the world. We have a very high school dropout because of sexual violence leading to pregnancy, sometimes abortion and death. And we can't talk about sexual reproductive health rights and information and services for young women.
At 70, Dr. Hilda looks younger than her age, and she says eating African food and swimming keeps her young. Dr. Hilda Tadria was recently recognized as a woman who has made a positive mark in Ugandan society by the New Vision newspaper. Isabel Nakiria, NTV.
So